I'm starting to wonder now if there is actually anything wrong with the main board, and it's actually something wrong with the display. So I thought I'd go through everything just to check. These chips here are like basically sort of like logic buffers. I think they're just basically buffers. It looks like they're pretty straightforward. The pinout is, well, I've drawn out roughly what it is here. You feed a signal in and it sets the state on the opposite state. So if you go positive, I think it sends it low. So it's basically like a buffer circuit. Now I've gone through all these switches here just to make sure the switches are all working okay. And I don't know if you can see there, but the fluke's indicating around 12k on all of them. Now I've gone through every single switch, and I was working through, and I got to one of these switch here, and you see this one's got a short on it. Now I thought, well, maybe the switch is sticky, so I operated the switch a few times. I'm just checking the others now again. They're all the same, about 12k, apart from that one switch. Now that switch just happens to be the percentage and enter button that's almost like it's stuck down. And if you press the button down, you'll see that it's either leaky or there's something wrong with the chip connected to it. But let's go into auto range again. It's a bit cold in here at the moment. The meter is very sluggish, so I've turned the manual ranging on to speed up the display slightly. So there's across the switch. Now if I press the button, you see it goes to 0, and then I release it. So it's either some contaminant in the switch that's shorting it out, or there's possibly something wrong with the chip it's connected to. So what I want to do is try and squirt some cleaner in there to see if I can clean it out. So I'm going to have to take the front panel off the fascia, take the fascia off the front panel, should I say, and have a look, see if we can see what's wrong inside. You can see anything obvious, anything's been spilt. I'm a little bit concerned myself, actually. I'm wondering, when I first got it, there was a bit of muck on the front of it, and I squirted it with some cleaner, and I'm wondering if the liquid's got into the switch. I'm usually pretty careful with it. I mean, I didn't, squirt copious amounts of cleaning fluid into the front panel, but I'm just wondering if it's something like that that's shorting it out and locking up the bus, because it's got data all the time. It's not receiving any other information. So just undo this. I think there's 3 screws. Maybe it was only 2. It comes off like that. And then what we do is we just remove the screw here and just have a look to see if we can see anything wrong. The nice thing about the unit is it does use sort of proprietary parts. They're all sort of parts seem to be available on the internet, so you should be able to replace any of the parts that. Now, if you can see in here, it's the enter switch, isn't it? So that is that switch there. Doesn't look particularly dirty. I'll give it a blow out with the air duster just in case there's anything in there. And maybe I'll give it a couple of squirts with all the dust out of it. It's quite dusty. And check that resistance again just to see what we've got. I'm reluctant to squirt any contact cleaner in there or IPA or anything like that, because the problem with these switches, they can be a carbon back to them, and it's that one there. That can cause a problem with the contact when it's working. So resistance has gone up now to 110 ohms. So I think what I'm going to do is just squirt a little bit of isopropanol onto the board. Be a bit careful that I don't squirt it into the fire. That'd be a bad idea. Blow that clean. Give it a bit of a chance to evaporate. So he's soaked in IPA at the moment, but it shouldn't be conductive IPA. It should clean all the. It's about 105 ohms still. I'm just wondering if there is something in the switch, but it's starting to look to me like it's possibly one of the logic chips connected to the board. Maybe this one here. I need to buzz it out and work out where it goes to. Could actually run anywhere really. I need to go through and check that, but try and dry the board off properly. Stick it in front of the convector fire for a while, see if that cleans it up. So I'll clean the board up, try and get the resistance connections a little bit better, and then we'll have another go.